Hi, I'm Foon, and welcome to my Jamie Avatar guide. Because there are so many special move combinations with avatars, I feel like it's kind of useless to describe them since they can all play in very different ways. So instead I'll mostly be covering his normals and some tips about certain specials. Let's talk about Jamie in general first. Jamie excels at rushdown and very long multi-hit combos, and because of this, I personally use Kitsune Mask to help amplify my damage when I do these sort of combos. Anything that helps complement your fast multi-hit attacks will be very strong for you. With 2 Kitsune Masks, even a simple combo like this does decent damage for the amount of bar spent. Now let's talk weaknesses. Jamie is extremely weak to projectiles like Sonic Boom or Yoga Flame. There are ways to get around these, but there are issues with them. Of course, you can equip something like Quick Spin Knuckle to be a good anti-fireball move, but the problem is, most of the answers to fireballs that I've found are vital inputs that you need for some of your most damaging or otherwise important specials. Your QCB input is where you can put something like Machine Gun, Uppercut, or Swagger Step, which are very high damage specials that you would be trading for in order to get past fireballs. The only answer that doesn't compromise important moves are having a charged projectile yourself or using Yoga Teleport. My issue with charged projectiles is that I get them when I don't wanna all the time. Maybe it's just a skill issue, but it really gets annoying when you get a QC F and get a fireball instead. Yoga Teleport I don't even have because I don't believe in that move, but you can use it to avoid fireballs, I guess. Let's move on to the normals now that we've covered Jamie in general and what he's trying to accomplish. So, the Light Punch. This is one of your most important moves. You can chain it into itself 3 times to give yourself time in order to react to confirm into most light special moves. I personally use Free Flow Strikes because it guarantees you 1 drink when you use it, but be careful though. Standing Light Punch will often miss against small avatars that are crouching. At level 1, you gain access to your target combo, which allows you to do most medium and light specials. On counter hit, you can go into crouching, medium kick, and do a medium special. And on punish counter, you can go into crouching, heavy punch, which combos into most medium and heavy specials. Okay, so for the medium punch, crouching medium punch is really nothing special, but standing medium punch is your only positive button on block. If an opponent blocks a standing medium punch, you're +1. This makes it a really amazing pressure tool for making your opponent guess. This is also the button I use when I take my Oki, because you can react with crouching heavy punch if it hits, which goes into most medium and heavy specials. Medium punch also has an interesting property when in drive rush, because it allows you to connect a regular standing heavy kick if the opponent is in the air, but only after Jamie's level 3. Okay, so now we're going on to the heavy punch. This is a very, very good button. On punish counter, you can go into your target combo, which makes it a very good whiff punish tool. It goes through armor, it goes through drive impact, and drive rush this button is almost unstoppable. However, it's very weak to neutral jumps, so be careful. If you drive rush and get a punish counter, you're able to link crouching heavy punch. Heavy punch also has a very interesting property when it comes to juggling your opponents. You're able to hit a maximum of 2 on an airborne opponent, which allows you to juggle your opponent for long periods of time. You can also incorporate other special moves that juggle like this in order to get longer combos. This means that if you win air-to-air exchanges, you can often continue to juggle your opponent after you land, all without spending any bar. Drive Rush Standing Heavy Punch is also a very excellent whiff punishing tool. You can use it to react to huge buttons that are very reactable from almost full screen. So now we're going to move on to the Crouching Heavy Punch. This is your most positive button, but only when cancelled. When in Drive Rush, it's so positive that it allows you to connect a heavy machine gun uppercut, which has a whopping 28 frames of startup. This is your certified damage button. Use it to confirm into specials that do the most damage for you. It is also an excellent anti-air option against opponents that like to Yoga Teleport on you. If you read a neutral jump, you can use this button to confirm into another special. Light kick. You can dance. Medium kick. This is an amazing whiff punish tool. It's also really good for catching people with spacing traps like this one. Overall, it's just a solid button that is cancelable into more damage if you drive rush. Heavy kick. This is your best button. Both versions are excellent spacing traps if you do them far enough. They also serve as really far pokes, but be careful because these buttons get jumped in on a lot. Crouching heavy kicks give you a free drink and leaves you a +1 on the corner. You can also use it as a spacing trap if you only get one hit. Be confident and follow up with a standing heavy kick. You typically won't get hit. On punish counter, you're able to dash up and do crouching heavy punch. If they look too far away, you can do raw drive rush and confirm that way. So, for the forward heavy kick, it's useless. It's literally useless. You can use it in some combos for more meter gain, but overall, there are routes that build more and do more damage. Now, moving on to the forward medium kick. This is an overhead you can do pretty meaty and get a target combo afterwards. However, be careful because people can react with reversals or even neutral jump if you time it incorrectly. Back heavy punch. This move is very good for beating people that like to spam light punches. If you get a punish counter, you can usually follow up with a target combo into a special. For level 1, Jamie's default level 1 is horrible. You can use it to get a drink, but it leaves you negative in the corner. So instead, I'd recommend using Sonic Hurricane, as it gives you a drink and allows you to follow up with more pressure. For level 2, Jamie's level 2 allows for some fun machine gun combos, but overall it's pretty useless. I'd recommend using something else. Fun fact, you get 105% scaling while in level 2 and you get the drunk animations, where in level 4 you don't. Okay, so for level 3, Jamie's level 3 is the only one in the game that totally resets juggle points, which allows for some really interesting combos. However, the damage on this is super bad outside of critical art, which is really awful, and I wouldn't recommend using this super at all. I hope this guide helped you out, and I look forward to playing against you all in game. See you later.